Okay, welcome back on this video. I'm in Google Sites Factory. This is what you're going to open up to, and you're going to basically push the plus button right here. I want you to follow step by step with me. The reason I say that is if sometimes I've gotten out of step sequence and I've really messed it up. So I've got two Google accounts attached. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Damon Nelson account. And sometimes it flips over, so just make sure it's in the right Google account. Now I'm going to come over here to the import. You see how this is highlighted publish? So I'm just going to go in and import. Come down here. Now there's all this other stuff that you can do, and you'll have to learn it from the Google site guys. But I am going to do import AI Masher. Here's that microbrewing, 5 articles. Choose it and click open. Okay, now that's all you have to do to get it in here. But now I need to give it a title. This is what is going to be inside of Google Sites. This is what everybody's going to see. Microbrewing tips for beginners. Make sure it's spelled right. Okay, so it's done. Now, I'm also going to make a home page, add a privacy policy, add a terms of service. You need a business name in here to do privacy policy and terms of service. So I'm just going to copy that. Copy this right down here. Microbrewing tips for beginners. That's the business name also. I'm going to click this one. I'm going to click this one. And check that one. Now, if you have a local page embed URL that you want to put on every single page, you would put it right here and leave this toggled. For right now, I'm going to skip that. We're going to do that just on the home page, so I don't need that. I am going to add schema. So they build schema to go with the Google site. Okay. Now, here is a big deal here is you want to push this button, not this one, because we need a URL to get started with. So this is actually going to go out and build your Google site for you. Now, you're going to see this up here, and what I'm going to do is make this okay. So you should see it building a Google site for you. Don't touch this. Let it run. When it comes back, it says it will give you your URL, and it's going to load up the pages. So you got a home page right here, and you got your 5 articles, and then you have a privacy policy and terms of service. It is in custom pages. I haven't clicked anything in here. Now, they're all setting as red, meaning they have not been uploaded yet. So they are ready to upload. And you can look at images. It imported all the images at the same time. Back to pages. You could select a theme here. I always like to select that last one, impression. And now it is ready to go. So I'm set and publish. Let's just go back over here to, and I'm going to click this one button right here, upload to URL. Once you do this, don't do anything else. Okay. But before I start, I'm going to go ahead and save it. This is a uploading template that you can reuse. So I'm going to do upload to URL, and it's going to act like a human. It's going to open a Chromium browser and start putting in content in there for you. And you see down at the bottom left-hand corner here, we're uploading images to the Google Drive. So that way we can pull them off of Google Drive when we're building the pages. And I'll pause the video until it gets to the page build. Now, if it gets stuck, you're watching it, and if it gets stuck building, there's this little button right here where you just click retry. And then it will keep on going. You seldom have to do that, but if you see it, that's the method to get it going again. You don't want to hit the skip button, you want to hit the retry button. Now, if you'll notice, it built the header, it's got the title block in there, it's putting images, it's got the first paragraph, and it's putting in the voiceover. It's putting in an article, and it's going to put some more images in that it's pulling off the Google Drive. And this is at the speed of what a human would do it. A very fast human, I would say. And I'll let it finish up here. Okay. So that's the second page being built. And you can keep track of it. This is on a separate screen from my main screen. And I do this so that I don't accidentally touch anything in there. And I'll pause the video as it finishes up. Okay, we're done. So now let's take a look at what we got. Before I do anything, there it is there. Let's go back to this and hit save. Okay. So notice all that turned green and it gives you the link to the site itself. So let's take a look at it. Microbrewing tips for beginners. Now this is the home page. And here are our 5 posts. 5 best strategies. Okay. And 5 tips for crafting your perfect home brew. That's great. And brewing beyond barley. So you can kind of see they all starting to look the same. So let's go into Google Sites and tune it up. And Google Sites. And this is exactly what I would do. Microbrewing. Here we go. Okay. First thing I do, I'm going to change the theme. Come down here. Let's make it impression. Okay, that looks good. And put a yellow highlighter in there. Okay. Now this is room to put things in right here on the home page. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a couple. I'm going to take this page here. Now, typically what I would do right here is I'm going to change this title. Now we're getting this, the developer is going to fix this. There's an extra line break right here, and he's going to remove that. So it should look like that. But while you have this up, I'm going to change it to a heading. So it inherits the formatting for the heading. Okay. Now we're going to get this changed. Hopefully the Google Site Factory guys will change this for us so it does it automatically. But this is a real easy fix. Okay. Now remember I told you about the toggles. I'm going to pull my image over and let's recipe. Okay. Now if you don't like it here, you can put it above everything. Okay. I'm going to put it above that. And you can tell that's AI generated because it misspelled it. And here's an extra line break. So we're having to fix a few things that you'll see probably by next week you'll have changed. And this has to be manually adjusted with every one of them. So let's come in here, take that extra line break out. Now, I'm going to do something with the image right here. Let's see what it looks like first. Okay, it's a beer bottle. Double click in it. I'm going to kind of bring it over. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and let's put it on the side of this. Notice how I'm just kind of moving things around. And I'm going to stretch this out. Kind of gives a unique impression right there. And I'm going to pull it over just a little bit so you can tell it's a beer. And let's push it back up like that. Okay, There we go. It's an interesting image. And I'm just using the toggle bars. Okay. Now, probably right here as I would want to cut. So I'm going to come down here and hit Control X. Delete that last line in there. And I'm going to come over here to Insert, put my text box right here. And I'm going to paste that section I just cut out. Okay. Perfect. And you've got Grammarly popping up here where you can make changes in here. I'm going to leave it as it is. And this looks pretty decent. Now I'm going to go ahead and put that content right there. Put it with that. Oops. I didn't copy it. So as it's highlighted, you would hit Control X and come over here, paste it in, and there we go. Okay. So this one, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use that right above frequently asked. Oops. Let's just leave that, but I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to Control X, oops, highlight it, hit Control X, get rid of all that extra line spacing, come down here, and put my cursor right in front of that, and frequently asked questions. Put a line break, and then do it. Okay, there we go. Okay, this looks pretty good. Very readable. And you could always put more images in if you wanted to. So it's ready to publish. And now we're going to go to the home page. We're going to do some things with this.